Welcome back everybody. We have another empties video today. We're doing my June empties and it should be relatively quick today because I don't actually have that many empties this month compared to previous months. And in fact, I don't even have a candle. I didn't get through a single candle this month. I have been going back to the office a little bit more. And I've just been kind of giving my nose a bit of a break as well. I've even had a couple of days where I haven't really worn perfume and it's been nice. You know, I've just sort of given myself a little bit of a reprieve, my nose a bit of a break from perfume and smells, or strong smells, I should say. And yeah, so I have one perfume to talk about today and no candles. So basically it's all going to be skincare effectively and a little bit of makeup, beauty type products. So I will do the perfume first, so those of you who are just here for the perfume content and don't care about the other stuff can see that and then duck out, and then you can maybe just go watch, I don't know, some of my other perfume content. I'll try and get another perfume video out this week as well. I'm trying really hard to do more perfume review videos and try and pump them out a little bit quicker. It's a process. Like, it's just, I'm still not very good at this whole filming thing. I know I've been doing this for a couple of years now, but I am such a nervous speaker and I'm so weird in front of the camera. So it takes a little while. It takes a little while. Mentally, I kind of have to work myself up to just even setting up the camera and turning it on. It's so weird. I think I thought this was a pretty good setup, and it is nice to have the nice background and whatnot, but I feel like those steps of having to set everything up and put the lights up and all that sort of thing kind of, especially during the week, is just enough of a barrier that I don't do it. And so then I'm always filming on the weekends. I do want to try and get into the habit of filming something during the week, on a weeknight. I just have to figure out how that's going to work because, you know, I usually don't finish work till late and then I've got to go walk the dog and then we're cooking dinner and then we're getting ready for the next day, and before you know it, the evening has gone. So I know I'm trying to figure out how to very quickly set things up so that I can, you know, do midweek stuff and just pump it out, you know, just not even really edit that much, not spend so much time on the editing, but just try and get these little snippets of perfume reviews out. Because one of the things I wanted to do this year is I have, you know, a 200 plus bottle perfume collection and I'm not buying anything new, but I've got loads of samples and loads of bottles that I'm sure there's stuff in here that I've never even talked about. So I feel like I need to change it up. I've been so focused on this no buy content and I know that a lot of you find it really interesting. And I'm finding it interesting to talk about it. But at the same time, because I can only really at this stage get one video out a week, that means that a lot of the time I'm not filming perfume content, which is what most people come here for. So I mean, I'm just trying to figure it out. You know, it's life. It's just working out the workflow and seeing how things fit. But I will continue to change things up, and it may mean that the days that I upload change as well. So anyway, that was another really rambly introduction, which you probably didn't need to hear. And I will obviously put timestamps down below so you can skip it, in which case you won't even see this bit where I'm telling you that you can skip it. Okay, there's a lot of noise going on next door, so I have changed my mic and I'm hoping that it's so close to my mouth that it'll hopefully that I'll be able to drown out the noise. I mean, they're having a great time, but I've got to be somewhere soon, so I have to film this now if I'm going to film it. So I apologize if the noise is going to drive you crazy. But it's a kid's birthday party, so, you know, they're allowed to have fun. I'm just going to launch straight in because I feel like I need to get this done quickly. So the first thing that I finished up this month, and I'm really sad about it, which is 811 Absoluto by Giovanni Antonelli Parfums. I did a dedicated review video to this one, so I will link that below or here somewhere, and you can go check that out if you want to know what it smells like. It smells really good. I really like this one. I don't know what it is about this, but I find it very, very addictive. It's sort of like a soapy amber that has like this chocolatey patchouli note with some stewed fruits or something. Very spicy stewed fruits, like Christmas mince pies type of thing. Yeah, it's amazing. I love it. It's still available. I will wait until next year, but I will be buying a full bottle of this. Next up is another skincare product. This is Shiseido Ultimune Serum. I don't know. It's okay. It was nice. I found it to be, it was a really nice sort of hydrating serum. I don't think it really did anything other than make my skin feel a bit hydrated out of the shower type of thing, but it was nice. I don't know how much it costs. Given that it's Shiseido, it's probably not inexpensive, so I probably won't be buying it, but if you use this and you know anything about it in terms of what it's meant to do, then keen to know your thoughts. And next up I have a vitamin C serum that I finished. This is by a company called Beauty Stat. So this was a vitamin C I bought to replace an earlier vitamin C that I had finished, but it took ages to come because it had to come from from the US. So I ended up buying the Skinstitute vitamin C powder in the meantime, which I have talked about previously. And because I'm not really loving that product, when this finally arrived, I opened it and I liked it. So this is a 20% vitamin C L-ascorbic acid serum, right? So it's quite strong and you definitely feel it when you put it on your skin. You definitely feel the pinpricks of it stinging a little. It's not really stinging, but it kind of feels like little pinpricks when you put it on your skin. So I definitely felt that. Although despite that, I didn't feel like this irritated my skin at all. I launched straight in with using this every day. I didn't sort of ease into it and it was fine. What else do I have to say about it? I loved the texture of it. It's kind of a little bit like a cream in a way, and you put it on your skin and then your skin just feels like velvet. It's beautiful. It has the most beautiful finish on the skin. But the thing that I was kind of disappointed in was that I couldn't see any visible brightening. Normally when I put a vitamin C product on my skin, it's like an instant thing that you can see. And I don't get it with the vitamin C powder that I'm using, and I didn't get it with this. I'm sure it was working. I'm sure it was doing really good things for my skin, and I loved the sensation of it on my skin. But I just didn't actually see any instant brightening. I didn't get that, instant gratification of my skin just suddenly looking brighter and glowier. The best product I've ever used vitamin C wise that does that is the Clinique vitamin C powder sachets. They come in little individual packets. Like, it's total wasteful packaging, but they come in these little individual single-use things, and you put them in your hand, you mix it with a bit of water, and then you put it on your skin, and it looks amazing. So I can't remember how much this was. I think it might have been $80. It did last me a very long time. I feel like this lasted me, I don't know, I think I had this when I went to Tasmania. So when was that? March. So I've maybe got 2.5 months out of it. But I think it was, with the Australian dollar conversion, I think it worked out to be about $70 or $80. And even though I can order it from Australia, it still has to be shipped from the US. So I don't think I'm really going to bother. But the thing about this company, I saw an interview recently. Somebody was interviewing them. I think it was Dr. Shireen Idris had interviewed the founder of this company. He said he's got a bunch of patents out on this because he has apparently figured out a way to stabilize the vitamin C better than most other vitamin C serums. And based on just what I could observe physically, in terms of how it felt when I put it on my skin, it still felt very active even after a couple of months, even when I got to the end of the bottle. And the color didn't change, although I think these days companies get around that somehow. They sort of, I don't know, they do something to the products to make it look like they don't change color. I liked this a lot. I just don't know if I would at this point in time spend the money to buy it again. They may end up getting distributors in Australia, and it might be easier to get hold of in the future over here. But in the meantime, I think there are probably other vitamin C serums that I'm okay to use. And I don't necessarily need the 20%. And in fact, you know, occasionally I sort of dreaded putting it on from the perspective of that it would make my skin feel a little bit itchy for a little while. And some days I just didn't feel like putting up with that. But as I said, it made my skin feel beautiful when you put it on. It just has the most fantastic texture. So anyway, that is the Beauty Stat Universal C Skin Refiner. Okay, next up is a moisturizer. It's the Avene Hydrance moisturizer. This was nice. I really liked the smell of it because it smells like, it's got a sort of a rose-watery smell. It's really light and fast absorbing, non-irritating, non-greasy, but still hydrating because that's what I need. I need hydration because I have dry skin. So yeah, I really liked this. I think I bought this because I wanted to replace my La Roche-Posay Tellurian something or other moisturizer, but the chemist didn't have any of that, so I switched to this instead. And I mean, I know a lot of people don't like fragrance in products, but I didn't find this to be, I mean, fragrance in products doesn't really irritate my skin, so I really liked this a lot. I don't have anything bad to say about it. It's probably more of a summer moisturizer for me than a winter moisturizer, just because I feel like in winter I really need the gung-ho heavy stuff, you know, but this was really, really lovely. And sometimes in winter, I did just finish this, so I have been using it even in winter because I'm trying to use things up before buying other things. And I was, on days where I felt like my skin was really dry, I would just put this on underneath another moisturizer. So yeah, I really liked this one. Next up is yet another bottle of the La Roche-Posay Anthelios 50 Plus sun lotion stuff. I think I pretty much go through one of these every 1.5 months or something, which is probably a lot, but I don't know, I don't mess around with sunscreen. I put lots of this on. I wear lots of this every day. So I've talked about it before. I'm pretty sure you're aware of what this is now, and it is still my favorite sunscreen. After I finished this one, I did decide to change it up last month, and I bought something else. And part of the reason why I had 2 weeks worth of overhead video shots instead of this type of video is because my skin was destroyed for a couple of weeks, and it took me a little while to figure out what it was that was doing that. And I think maybe, unfortunately, I had sort of an advert, or that my skin just didn't like something in this other sunscreen that I bought, which is a shame because the other sunscreen that I bought, for a couple of reasons, I really like it a lot, and I would have repurchased it had that not happened. But I removed that from my routine. I switched back to this. I bought another one of these and I switched back to this, and my skin is recovering. It's not fully recovered yet, but it is recovering. It's miles better than what it was 2 weeks ago, I can tell you. So yeah, so that is a staple, always will be, and I'm not going to change it. The next 2 are not actually empty, but they're dead, so they're in my empties. This is the Revitanail Nail Strengthener. I often use this because I don't wear nail polish all that much, and this just died. It's just dried out. It had been sitting around for way too long. That's that one. Whoa! That could have been a disaster. And then I have this Sally Hansen nail polish, which is a nail polish and it's dried out, but it was okay. I have never bought or I've never invested in really high-end nail polish because I don't paint my nails, I don't think, often enough to justify it. However, after this experience, which was, even when it was brand new, I found it to be really streaky, and it didn't seem to matter how many coats I put on, I couldn't get it to not streak. So this time, when I decided to ditch this because it's now dried out and it's useless anyway, I decided when I was at the chemist last time that I would replace this with an OPI nail polish because they had... our local chemist has started stocking OPI nail polishes, which is the stuff that, you know, they use in nail salons over here. That was what I was wearing in my last video, in the overhead shot video, and I can now attest to the reason why it's not such a bad thing to have fewer nail polishes but better quality, because that just was so easy to put on, it lasted really well, and the whole experience was just really nice. So I will be redoing my nails at some point, but I do like to not just reapply nail polish over and over again because my nails get a bit yucky. So I prefer to sort of go the au naturel in between. The last things are all makeup items. They're all eyeliners because they've all dried out. Two of these are very well known for getting dried out pretty quickly. The Stila smudge sticks. I used to love these. They've been around for a million years. They were all the rage, I think, back in, I don't know, I feel like I want to say somewhere around 2008 to 2012 or something. And that's when I started wearing these or using them, and I have used them pretty much exclusively that entire time. It is frustrating because they do dry out just randomly. It's like the black ones. I could never have a black eyeliner in the Stila smudge stick because that would literally just, it would dry out in a month every time. It was always the black one that would dry out first. This one is like a burgundy, well, it is actually called deep burgundy, and this is one of my favorite colors, but it lasted quite a long time, and I didn't, so this is how much I've got left in it. It broke. But it also dried out, so I can't use it anymore. But it actually lasted quite a long time, considering, even though I love this color, I don't wear it an awful lot. But my absolute always go-to one was Lionfish, which was like a bronzy brown color, and this one dried out as well, although I'm pretty sure this one is at the end. That's literally all I have left in, that's wound up all the way, so that's dead, definitely dead. But instead of replacing Lionfish with another Lionfish, what I ended up doing was replacing it with a Sephora eyeliner. And I can't even tell you what color this is because it has all worn off. But it is just the Sephora retractable waterproof eyeliner, and it's got a little smudgy thing on the end, and I really liked this a lot, and they were a lot cheaper than the Stila smudge sticks, I think. But anyway, this is a really beautiful brown color. It's not as bronzy as Lionfish was, but that's okay. This particular one though, I don't know, it kind of disappeared into the winder stopped working, and now I can't get it, can't get it out. So this one is not finished, but it was close to being finished, but I can't get it out. So it's effectively dead. So what I did was I replaced this one then with something a little bit more high-end. I'd heard lots and lots and lots about the Charlotte Tilbury kohl sticks, and so I decided to buy the Charlotte Tilbury kohl eyeliner in, I think it's just called, no, it's got a funny name and I can't remember the name of it, but it's the brown one basically. And it's really nice. I love how it's easy. I mean, I'm wearing it today, but I love how easily it glides on and it doesn't really tug, although I find it harder to smudge. This was really easy to sort of smudge out. But I find the Charlotte Tilbury one is a bit harder to smudge, and I'm not sure if it's designed to be smudgy because it doesn't even come with a smudgy thing on it anyway. But what I find is that it's so dark brown that it's basically black. I mean, on the eye, to me, it just seems like black eyeliner. And that is a little bit disappointing because I really prefer brown eyeliner. I do wear black eyeliner, and I love having a black eyeliner in my makeup bag for more formal kind of events. But, you know, on a daily basis, my look, if you can say that I have a look, is that usually it's just tinted moisturizer, blush, a little bit of eyeliner, a little bit of mascara. I just comb my brows. I don't even like do them. And, you know, a lip balm, and that's it. So I do wear eyeliner and mascara pretty much every day. Even on days when I don't wear mascara, sometimes I still wear an eyeliner, especially one like this where I can smudge it out and make it really subtle. So I'm actually a little bit disappointed in the Charlotte Tilbury one, but only from the sense of the colour and the fact that I can't really smudge it very well. And then I've just got this Clinique eyeliner, which is just a black eyeliner. Quick liner. The Clinique Quick Liner. This was fine, and again, I don't wear black eyeliner, and it was pretty much full, and again, it was broken anyway. So I think they just break really once they dry out. They become really brittle. So yeah, I managed to declutter 4 eyeliners out of my makeup bag this month, which is actually pretty good because now I think I only have one. I think I might have a green one floating around somewhere, which was also still a smudge stick, but I'm not sure if maybe I already threw that one out. Maybe it already dried out. Although it may be in there still. So anywho, that is it for the empties this month. I didn't actually have that many. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, or if you're enjoying this no-buy sort of related content, let me know. I'm in 2 minds as to whether to keep doing this every month. I mean, I know I've been a little bit sporadic and I haven't done it every month anyway, but let me know if you're actually interested in it, because I do get okay views on these videos, but I don't know, I just feel like they're so different or so far removed from the actual perfume content. So especially for those of you who have been around here for a while, I appreciate your feedback. And I'm going to leave it there just because there are kids screaming and having a really good time, but I'm not sure how well that's going to translate into these videos. So I'm going to sign off. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.